the one and only Optibotimus coming with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the incredible support of my patrons, Optibotimus Plus channel members, and those of you that just hit that thumbs up button, we're going to be taking a look at the new Masters of the Universe Origins Cosmic Enforcer ZODAC. Typically aligned with the Masters, he really is kind of a neutral character who's willing to go up against good and bad just to keep, the cosmic things aligned and all that fun stuff. Really fun. Packaging wise though, very similar. You got that really cool package. Gorgeous art, new for 21. You got the clear blister here with the little dimple section right there. Got the comic book in the background. Go around to the back of the package. You got the other figures that are in this wave, as well as both He-Man and Skeletor. And it says, ZODAC's immense power comes with the price of maintaining the cosmic balance from anyone, good or evil. So it kind of talks about what I was saying, how he tends to obviously side more with the Masters because Skeletor's a bad guy, but his job is to keep the balance of things. So that's really fun. You can see he does come with his laser pistol, and of course you can articulate him, twist into powerful battle poses because, that's the way that these figures are. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. And here we have ZODAC opened up and out of his packaging. And ZODAC's actually kind of an interesting figure. While not a lot of people know who he is, he was actually one of the first figures that were conceived by Mattel for the Masters of the Universe line. But he was also fairly ambiguous up until the point when they did a cartoon. When the toys came out, his packaging actually said Evil Cosmic Warrior. And the generally agreed upon reason is because at the time, Mattel needed to balance the evil and heroic labels. They had a lot more heroic characters than evil ones, so they put that on there. And then even the bio talked about using sorcery and was basically evil and really gave the impression that this guy was gonna kind of be a bad guy. That was further substantiated by the fact that they put the claw feet on him, which was a characteristic of a lot of bad guys. Skeletor has had it. MER-MAN, Stinkor, a lot of different characters had these types of feet. So it just kind of seemed like maybe he's going to be a bad guy. It wasn't until some of the Marvel comics and then the cartoon came out that really established him as more of a good guy. He's supposed to be neutral and more or less just kind of like an observer. But he always tends to, like I said, lean towards the side of the Masters. Another thing that kind of throws some people off is that occasionally his name would be spelled differently. Mentioned briefly in one of the mini comics, I think. While he didn't actually appear in it, I think his name was used. But that was ZODAC with a K. So people say that maybe that wasn't ZODAC with a C, but I don't know. Now, one thing that's kind of cool is Matty Collector with their Masters of the Universe Classics line took that sort of bit of history with the C and the K in his name and actually created a new character, changing him from a white-based character to a black-based character because they wanted more diversity in the line, and named him ZODAC with a K, who took that name in homage of his master, ZODAC with a C. So it actually kind of worked itself out. Figure-wise, though, it is really cool. Again, a lot of reused parts. Body-wise, I want to say because you can kind of see, if I take this off of him, you can kind of see that his body has this hair on it. I don't know. I want to say that that's Beastman's body. I could be mistaken. But you can see he's got a hairy chest. And then the arms are obviously very similar with a lot of different characters. At least the upper arms are. You can see that the lower arms have those fin things. Again, like Skeletor and MER-MAN had. So again, it kind of goes along with that sort of, is he a bad guy? Obviously, the chest pieces, or the chest armor is all different. Brand new head on him, which looks great. Kind of a goofy looking, but he's supposed to be like a cosmic eye. Another fun fact is he's the first figure to actually come with a gun weapon. That was true in the vintage line, and it's true here. Well, I mean, like the Origins one, he's not the first one, but in terms of the vintage one, he was. And you can see it is just this weird shape kind of gun, but you do have that. Body-wise, though, like I said, the torso seems to be a reuse. These arms are the crotch piece here is basically the same. The legs are the same. And then these bits right here are all swapped out. Again, you can see that you can have him in this squat pose, which makes him at about 5.5 inches or so. But for comparison purposes, here he is with He-Man, which is fully standing upright. So let's do that with ZODAC, and then makes him about a 6-inch figure. So again, really very cool. I love the fact that you can do that. Nicely homages those vintage ones, so you can kind of display them however you want. And then for another comparison, here he is next to a Coca-Cola Tic Tac container. But great detail on here as well. Again, I love the fact that they're able to reuse this stuff to give us all these characters. It's just super, super fun. Articulation-wise, it's the same. You have a ball joint. All of these parts can be swapped out, so you can pop his head off, pop on another person's head if you want. You have the pin hinge joints here at the shoulder, rotates at the elbow, hinges forward and back. You got the rotation and hinge for the wrist. You have the waist, and you can, of course, jazz him. That's the action of splitting him in half is called jazzing him. So you can do that. Hips forward, back, in and out. He rotates and bends here at the knee. You got a boot cut that's kind of on a diagonal or so. You got a hacky sack ankle and the forward and back. So all the articulation you would want and or expect. But great figure, fun character. I think he was only like in 3 episodes, but was just fun. I mean, like I said, as a galactic enforcer, kind of meant to watch things, he was fun. I enjoyed him in the brief little bit that we had him in. But there you go, guys. There's my look at the new Masters of the Universe Origins ZODAC with a C. If you're interested in picking him up, he is available right now at various retailers, or as always, you can do the real simple thing and go online to places like Big Bad Toy Store or Amazon. For both of those places, I'll put links right down there in the video description, so you can go there and check out availability on this guy, as well as the rest of the wide range of Masters of the Universe figures. But beyond that, guys, that is about it. So remember, if you enjoyed this video, or if you enjoy any of my videos, one way to really show your support is simply just to hit that thumbs up button. That one very small gesture really does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really very much appreciate it. I also got to send a huge shout out to all of my patrons and Optibotimus Plus channel members, who through their continued support, now more than ever, help to make reviews like this possible. And if you'd like information on how you can help support my channel directly by becoming a patron like these guys, feel free to check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/Optibotimus. Or if you want to keep all of your perks and rewards like custom channel chat and comment emojis, loyalty badges, early access to video reviews, exclusive member live streams, Zoom calls, as well as the occasional giveaway like these guys do, consider becoming a member of Optibotimus Plus. And for that, all you have to do is click on that little join button right down there. Also, while you're down there, take a look at some merchandise that I have. Want to protect yourself from COVID-19? Why not wear an Optibotimus mask? Can save yourself from COVID and show the world you're a fan. And finally, guys, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.